Wow. Now, almost everything makes sense. Everything makes sense now. Everything that was going on now makes sense. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you exactly what makes sense and why everything that's going on is a testament of everything that has been going on. And for me, all of these things come together to inform the reason why some of these decisions were taken. Guys, welcome. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. There are a lot of things that I can take, just lies that I can take. And there have been a lot of lies about some of these things I'm about to talk about. So thank you very much, guys. If you are new to the channel, thank you for choosing us. We always love you, want to hear from you. Thank you very much for choosing us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. Every day I bring you content in the morning at 10 a.m. If you love both the Chi and English combination, we give you that at 4 p.m. We bring you the best as well. Also, with what I do on Insura 99.5, we are live on Facebook as well every day. So make sure you tune in on Saturdays, also on Love 99.5 on radio. So stick and stay. My name is Fiifi-Manfred. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. There's a lot to unpack for you in today's analysis. So stick and stay with me. Subscribe to the channel if you've not. Please subscribe to the channel, pause, and go back, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notification. It's a tough call here. So let us get straight into it. First of all, how about 4 different takes from Chelsea Football Club, and of course the other stuff from different class. First of all, I now understand why Chelsea and then the new ownership have been moving mad, quote unquote. So you remember back in March 2022, almost 2 years ago, where Todd Boehly and Baghdad Eghbali decided to take over Chelsea Football Club. The sanctions that Chelsea had gone through, it was monumental. Apparently, and today, and I want to read the official expose to you, and then of course we'll go ahead and talk about the analysis in general. Now, so Chelsea is in a court issue. Chelsea is in court right now, and apparently, the Sun is reporting today that Chelsea's checked financial past could be exposed if the courts rule that the information is pertinent and an ongoing legal case involving agent Saif Ruby and then former Chelsea director Marina Gunowskaia in there. So I'm going to go about it. In 2022, the Metropolitan Police launched an investigation into the correspondence in which Gunowskaia was said to have received demands for payments from Ruby for a transfer involving Chelsea. Now, this is it. There is already a case between Saif Ruby and then Marina Gunowskaia. But let us circle back first. If you remember, a couple of months ago, I did a video here where I told you that the Chelsea owners have reported themselves to the Premier League that there were some shady dealings that they had uncovered. And again, I always tell you this, that the new owners are equity people, they are business people, and they know that sometimes when they see shady deals in the long term, it's going to be a blow to them. So they try to stay away from that. Now, when they uncovered some shady deals, they had written to the Premier League and told them about it, just so that they are not punished in the future. Now, for want of a better word, if you're asking yourself who Saif Ruby is, Saif Ruby is the agent of a couple of players, inclusive of Antonio Rudiger. Apparently, there is a court case where Saif has taken Marina to the British Ground Police that there are some money that's supposed to be paid him that haven't been paid. And after she left Chelsea, she has decided not to pick up the calls of Saif Ruby. Now, there's something they call in company law as the taking off of the veil. So essentially, when somebody owns a business and the business incurs a debt or something, you deal with the business. Of course, you all know that the business is not one entity. The business is owned by someone. If it is so pertinent, what they do is that they pierce through the veil. And I think they have a term for it. I think the uncovering of the veil or something. That's exactly what this write-up is talking about. There's a possibility that the court is going to cause them to raise the veil of Chelsea and then deal with directors, the former directors, inclusive of what's his name, Roman Abramovich. But the thing is that if you buy a company, you buy both the liabilities and then the assets. Now it means that Todd Boehly, Baghdad Eghbali, Feliciano have to deal with the liabilities that Chelsea will come with today, and that is where the problem is. Because say what she at Chelsea area, Todd Boehly move over to a club. na plan ni nyina na say yen to club yen first can shame in the next few years e betete yeka. But omo buy no who say ni maybe wo club ni mo enko yi. Roman Abramovich mo deal with some agents you might tia quote on quote bribe to some agents be mono. Now omo believe say so omo kwan report omo ho anche England for no and I say British Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture now, which time it will circle back to them. In the say they've gone back to the British people. They've told them about all the dealings of Roman Abramovich and Manera Ganasky in the past. And even aside of that, what really brought this case to bear, and they say, Saif Ruby, you part of the management group or taking care of players like Antonio Rudiger, had taken Mariano Ganasky to court. Into in the court, and there's a possibility say the court will take off the veil of the company and try to deal with the people that own the company. And in this case, Todd Bowley, Baghdad, and Bali, and also the fact saying now, so auto company and auto assets and no sense to the liabilities of the company, which is very, very important. It is the reason why from sources, and today I'm getting this from a lot of the people that I know outside, especially in the UK close to Chelsea. Omoka said it is very, very clear that this may be the reason why Chelsea sort of have accelerated bid to buy all their players now, because Chelsea basically do maybe no any transfer ban. Because even other reports, other outlets, report say it's very, very funny, and I'll read other outlets for you, and I'll get into the key part of the conversations that the Sun report, and then I'll explain it to you also very, very now. But other outlets report said Chelsea and Manchester City risk exclusion from Premier League for financial fair play violations, and this is kind courtesy of the Sun. It is not because Chelsea are spending 1 billion. It is because of the old dealings that had gone on in there. In terms of 1 billion, I don't think that's a problem. I know that Chelsea most likely are going to sell players and they have the assets to sell in the summer, then they are going to get the money to run the club. That's not my problem in the summer. I think it's the past dealings and the fact that in corporate law, they give you a chance to pierce through the veil. When you're able to pierce through the veil, then you deal directly with the individuals. And Todd Bowley and Baghdad Bali knew that they had to get ahead of the curve, else they will be sanctioned and they will not be able to buy any player for the team, especially in the summer. So stockpiling all of these players was their number one plan to stay ahead of the curve. And I think it was smart. Also, doing that and giving them long-term contracts was one of the best things that Todd Bowley and then Baghdad Egbali could do. But I want to read this little part for you in everything that is being said in that article. Now, my chance on here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Say, oh, subscribe to the channel now. You should subscribe to the channel now. Turn on notification and choose all. I also want to hear from you in the comment section. Mind you, anything that you have to say, we want to hear from you. Let us hear from you in the comment section. Turn on notification. Do choose all. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe you forgot, but do what subscribe to the channel now. Turn on notification so that you're first to get all the content once we put it out. My name is Fiifi-Manfred. There's a lot to uncover for you. Now, I want to read this for you. I say, finally, you may ask, why did Chelsea spend so much in so little time? Other clubs have spent similar amount of money, but that was over 4 to 5 years, not 1 to 2. Why did Chelsea rush into things instead of building a squad piece by piece over 2 years? There is an obvious explanation here, and it's one that doesn't paint the previous ownership in green lights. Reports suggest, and I'm putting that up there for you to read yourself, that reports really suggest that Chelsea did this because essentially they had to get ahead of the curve, and it was something that was very important. And you see, this is why I believe in the Chelsea project, because these owners are always ahead of the curve, always, because almost protect your investment. Almost someone talk club. The old owners know did some shade in your maybe. So I'm get very careful. Things will get under them, and they need to be very careful. And it's essentially the reason why they've put in measures to get ahead of the curve, to be better, and to make sure that at the end of the day, they have solutions to it and they are insulated. The club being insulated is the most important thing as it stands now. And essentially, it's the reason why Chelsea are doing the things that they are doing, pushing up, trying to get results now, trying to get the squad to gel together, trying to get them so that from now to the end of the season, if possibly there is any sanction that may come to them, especially in terms of not being able to spend and whatnot, then they have other things to deal with. Mind you, and in just the last few days, England have gone to Parliament and they've passed the bill. And in that bill, it's the the FIR, the Football Financial Regulator. And in this regulation, it's a financial regulator that's going to regulate the activities of all clubs to check that owners of clubs are doing the right thing. If you want to change anything that doesn't take into account the fans and whatnot, you make sure that at the end of the day, you do things like that's right. And that's exactly what the English people are trying to do. And it's the reason why Chelsea want to get ahead of the curve. And for me, I think that it is somewhat very important that they do. Also, if you look at it from the context of where Chelsea are coming from and how the owners want to be very strategic in dealing with things like this, they need to make sure that at the end of the day, they don't lose their investment. And that is why I actually do think, and this is my personal assessment of the whole issue, that because the owners were upfront in letting the Premier League board know about the dealings of the old administration, because they reported themselves. And in fact, it was the day they reported themselves that I knew that there was something going on. Because nobody who, if somebody doesn't want cleanness, if somebody doesn't want transparency, they will not come clean to you. For the person to report himself shows that, especially when they went there and they've bought the thing now, it's not as if they committed a crime, they've reported themselves. That would be some form of tokenism. And as I say, I share that now, Mbappe catch us, okay, me Mbappe catch out and fetch me. No, this case, I don't know, yeah. But Mbappe to club, when we say, oh, only club is see, or kata, so I send it to me about it's my main concoca. Then we will get solutions to the problems that we're having now. And that is a smart move from Todd Bowley and Baghdad Ekbali in making sure that they get ahead of the issues that are going on at Chelsea. I am waiting patiently because I know that in this summer it's going to be very important, especially in the context of Chelsea finding a striker. For the last few, 15 to about 20 hours, I've been thinking about something. And I think that I need to ask you too. With Nicholas Jackson's performances at all goals in the last 4 goals, I said 3 goals, 4 games, I said 3 goals, 1 assist. How every day I tell you about the quality of Nicholas Jackson running those channels now consistently. And I've told you that for me, it's about volume. Because any player at all in the English Premier League, any striker can run channels, can run the channels consistently. But it's about the consistency, the volume with which you run the channels, the fact that you never stop, you're always going at it. That's what for me sets Nicholas Jackson apart from the other people. Now, when you look at it in the context of where Nicholas Jackson has come from and the kind of things that he's doing, and you look at the fact that Chelsea may face financial issues in the summer, do you think that it is right for Chelsea to go and spend 100 million on a striker like Victor Osimhen? Or you think that it's important to get that quality in there? And I will explain to you. So stick and stay, do not go nowhere, because there's a even now kind of analysis of Mbappe the power. Now, let us get straight into the conversation. I put up some notes together, so I'm trying to find it. Great. Let's get into it. And again, I repeat myself. If you look at the XG of Nicholas Jackson, 0.62, compared to the likes of Erling Haaland, XG that he has created himself, that's about Haaland is about 0.61, better than Osimhen, better than Haaland himself. He has created some of the best chances, consistently running the channels. He has scored some good goals. This is first season. He's holding York, his hold-out play, the flex, the interplay between himself and other players. All of these things are there. How is he going to lead a charge? Is he going to be the guy that lead the charge for Chelsea next season? Or Chelsea has to go and buy Victor Osimhen, and that's non-negotiable. And I'm not just talking about Osimhen. I'm adding likes of Victor Gyökeres. Today, Victor, while Sporting Lisbon people spoke, Victor spoke to the media when he went to Sweden. You know, the Swedish team is now going to be a very, very top team. Dejan Kulusevski, Anthony Elanga, Victor Gyökeres, quality players up top. But the question is that, is Victor Gyökeres the man that Chelsea should get compared to Nicholas Jackson? Or you think that Chelsea should stay with him? Because, of course, he's not going to come easy in that quality that Chelsea has in him. Now, I did some analysis in the past where I said that if you want to win a Premier League title, you need all the 3 levels of attacking dynamics. First of all, you need controlled attacks. You need the center forward, that is Page and runs into the ball. Arsenal has that a lot, controlled attacks. You need the killers in transition. That is Nicholas Jackson. Quick transition, runs the channels, he's aggressive, he wins the balls off you. And then you also need the set piece attacks as well, where you need height, you need killers in the box, like the Victor Osimhen, where the set piece can do head it and all of that. So if you look at all of these things, Nicholas Jackson is more in the transition attacks and maybe a control attack not the killer from set pieces. We need more in set pieces. Maybe this will be the reason why Chelsea will overlook other things and break in a certain Victor Osimhen. But even apart from that, the quality that every team has, the team now has a lot of quality. As a number 10, I think that it is excellent to have someone like Kani Chukwuemeka in the team to break down a low block. Together, himself and Cole Palmer, every low block in the team can be broken down. I'm not even worried. They just have to be patient. They'll break the low block down. If you have anybody where you want to play against the top 10 teams that are very aggressive, you want to go against them, you want to heckle them, then Conor Gallagher sits in the number 10 role. And you want a team that will be overly ambitious and leave spaces in behind. Then of course, Mykhailo Mudryk is the man in central areas to attack those spaces. And this makes me believe that the Chelsea project is on the right path. But because of all of these financial decisions, they have to move a little bit quicker. They have to move a little bit faster ahead of their plan, and then make sure that things are done. If you're a Manchester United fan, the thing I'm asking you is that, do you think Erik ten Hag should be sold? Should be let go in the summer? Or you think that they have to be patient to him? In my opinion, I think that Erik ten Hag has done some good job. He needs some time. There's no point trying to let Erik ten Hag go now. They have to put up a very good sporting structure, because for me, whilst Gary Southgate is an excellent manager, he really doesn't have that experience at club level, and I don't think that he can do any better than Erik ten Hag in this circumstance as it stands now over there, as all of those things go ahead. But we'll wait and see how all of that goes into it, and then we'll see how that goes. And I like this. I'm leaving you with this from Kani Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka says, stick with us through the highs and the lows. We are on the rise, but it's not going to be easy. See you guys. Thank you very much for choosing me on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. I will see you. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.